Welcome, Grand Rising, or whatever time of day it is you're watching me. Welcome to Revolution Sundays with yours truly, Dr. A.G. Green Sr. What an honor and a privilege it is to be with you. Tag and share and tag, tag and share and tag. I'm so glad to be with you and you on today. What a wonderful thing it is to have another day of life and living on our terms. Tag, share, and text. Text, share, and tag. Tag, share, and text. Text, share, and tag. It's time to vibe with our tribe. And I thank you. Almighty, we're just so thankful and grateful for this opportunity that you've granted us. We convene as a spiritual collective, not just in the body, but outside of the body. Continue to lead us and guide us into truth. Continue to allow us to evolve, transform, and ascend. And we thank you that the greatest and best versions of ourselves are emerging right now. And we are blessed to be a blessing. Yeshua's consciousness, his power, his name, his way, it is so. And so it is. Tag, share, and text, share, and tag. Hey, what's good? Grand rising to you, and again, whatever time of day it is, you might be watching me in replay. Chime in, speak, say good evening, good afternoon. I get the notifications. I want to know that you're plugged in and that you're ready to go. What a wonderful, beautiful day it is, a beautiful weekend. I got my wonderful I Am Powerful mug with some nice brewskis going on here. And I, for one, am thankful for you tuning in on today. You're watching Revolution Sundays with yours truly, Dr. A.G. Green Sr. Let me know if you can see and hear me well. Let's see. Let me know if you can see and hear me well. Yes, we love to speak as we come into this wonderful, wonderful spiritual community. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. We like to talk in this community. We like to talk. We like to communicate. One day we're going to all be together in the same room. I'm definitely working on some gatherings for us as we continue to grow and expand. Yes. I am honored and privileged to be with you on this particular day. I always like to remind us with Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ, through the Christos, through the Christ mind who strengthens us. I want you to speak out loud and then type in the comment section, I can. You're in a divine partnership. You don't have to do this alone. You are one with everything. You have the support of the creator, source, and sustainer. And I want you to type in the comment section, I can. I can. I can. Manifest any amount of money I desire. I can manifest the loving romantic relationship of my heart. I can go through any situation. I can rise above any circumstance. I can manifest and create anything I desire. Come on, type it in the comment section. I can. Speak it out loud to yourself. I can. You are not alone. I can. You have an eternal partnership. I can. There's a Christ mind, Christ energy, Christ power working in you. I can. Now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. You are a powerful, dynamic, spiritual species of a divine class. I want you to speak out loud. I am powerful. And then I want you to type it in the comment section. I am powerful. Can you feel it? Can you sense it? Do you know it in your know word? Or are you still trying to analyze it in your thinker? You've got to know that you know that you know that you know. I am powerful. Come on, type it in the comment section. I am powerful. I am powerful. Speak it out loud to yourselves at least 3 times. Speak to yourself. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am powerful. Thank you. Thank you for the power and the presence you are, and the power and the presence that is always connected to you at all times. And as one great spiritual speaker always says, the presence where there's never an absence. The one and only Dr. Michael Beckwith says that often. Thank you so much. Yes, 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 yes. The resident mystic is on the scene. Wesley Turk. Resident therapist is on the scene. Jerry Cotton, so glad to see you, and you here on this particular day. And what a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day it is. Thank you so much. Feeling the energies of the portal, that 8-8 portal. We've just migrated through an 828 portal as well. This is a powerful, powerful time, especially if you are intentionally accessing eternal power, harnessing it and integrating it into your being. What a wonderful, 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 wonderful time you and I are living in right now. I just sense power. I sense greater. I sense wonderful creations within the manifestation realm. I'm just so thankful right now for miracles, signs, and wonders. I want you to type it in the comment section. Miracles always manifest for me because that's the way it's supposed to be. Come on, type it in the comment section. Miracles always manifest for me because that's the way it's supposed to be. Type it in the comment section. Miracles always manifest for me because that's the way it's supposed to be. Yes, 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 yes. They always manifest for me because that's the way it's supposed to be. Come on. Come on. On a count of 3, we're going to express gratitude for everything, especially the miracles that are manifesting on our behalf. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I want you to express gratitude. And then I want you to put in the comment section one thing that you're grateful for. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for life. Thank you for freedom. Thank you for liberation. Thank you for consciousness. Thank you for awareness. Thank you for healing and wholeness. Thank you for love. Thank you for family. Real quickly, type in the comment section at least one thing that you are thankful for on today. Oh, yes, there's a high presence, a high vibration, a high frequency right now. Come on, type it in the comment section. At least one thing that you are grateful for on today. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. I am thankful for the miracles that are manifesting for you this week. The miracles that are manifesting for you this week. That's what I am thankful for. The miracle testimonies, the miracle shifts that's happening for everybody who's watching me right now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We got one person who expressed their gratitude. Who else? Let's see here. Yes, to God, thank you for a relationship. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anybody else? What are you thankful for today? I'm thankful for you as well. Thankful for rest. Yes, beautiful thing. Anybody else want to express what you're thankful for today? Anybody else want to express what you're thankful for today? Let's see, I'm thankful for the miracles that are manifesting for us all this week as well. An abundance of the best in all departments. Most definitely. Thankful for life and family, says Wesley Turk. Yes, Linda says, I'm thankful for my life. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yes, the miracle shifts that are now. There are miracle shifts that are taking place. We call them miracles. suspension of what we call natural reality, but it's really normal with us as dynamic, powerful spiritual beings to constantly overcome, overrun, circumvent, and control from the spiritual to the physical. And I thank the Creator, Source, and Sustainer for your testimonies this week. I am declaring and decreeing prophetically and prognosticating. I'm telling you now that it's going to be miracle money that hits many of your mailboxes or hits your Cash App or hits your financial system before Saturday of this week. Miracles are coming. Miracle opportunities are coming. Miracle healing is coming in your mind. Miracle clarity is coming. Clarity is coming. You're going to have epiphanies this week. Dimensions of revelation. Yes, 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 yes. Health is going to improve for some of you all. You're going to access powerful pieces of information that's going to shift your trajectory, shift your mindset, which means it's going to shift your reality. It's happening. 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 Yes, 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 yes. Right now, bills are going to get paid by somebody else. Right now, money is going to surface that's going to help you deal with certain circumstances and situations. Yes, I'm in agreement. Yes, I've seen it. It's been created. It's already manifested. Your testimonies have already come forth. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It is so. And so it is. So glad to be with you. So glad to see you. Now let's take care of a little business real quickly. We're going to check in on our announcements with Hillary.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for tuning in today. We are super excited to have you here and just know you're a part of our spiritual community. Before we get started and before we get to hear this amazing teaching, I do have a couple announcements for you. First things first, we just want to thank you so much for your continued support of Dr. A.G. Green. We thank you for every like, every comment, every share, when you're sharing and tagging your posts, whatever you're doing to spread the word. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But it's time for us to gear it up and let's take it to the next level. Please make sure you are passing these teachings on to the people that you know they fit, or the people that are looking for something more, or for the people that are ready to think outside of the box. Hit share, comment their name so they can reach it on Facebook or YouTube or wherever it is you may find them, and get the word out there. All right. Although we do realize our community isn't for everyone, please, please, please invite those who are tired of religion and are looking for a deeper spiritual experience. Okay. We're looking to vibe with our tribe. Tag, text, share with someone who you know is open-minded and ready to receive and take their thinking on a deeper level. Also, don't forget to check in weekly at theaggreen.com. Visit, subscribe, read our blog, set an appointment for spiritual counseling, and more. And don't forget to also share this site with others. So it's not limited to just the videos or the blog articles, but you can also share this website with others, okay? Wear the message of your conviction. Okay, guys, visit theaggreen.com and purchase your I Am Powerful merchandise and more. If you're anything like me, sometimes we just forget, and that's okay. But I am challenging you, as I'm challenging myself, to head on over to theaggreen.com and purchase a shirt that fits your thinking, okay? As we are shifting our focus toward developing our spiritual community, please, please, please make sure you look into our Patreon. Patreon will be the key centerpiece. Make sure you join in as a member. In the upcoming months, Dr. A.G. Green will be sharing high-level teaching that will only be on paid tiers. Right now, we're getting it for free, but the high-level stuff, we're going to have to subscribe and pay for, and that's okay. So make sure you get over to Patreon right now. If you want to stay connected and be exposed to more, join Revolution Inc. today, which once again is on Patreon. The Shifting Reality blog series is also on Patreon, and you must at least be a free member to read it. As you read it, we encourage you to please share it. It has the power to create awareness from the intellect and transform the heart, help spread knowledge, and help awaken consciousness. Consider our thoughts, feelings, and emotions are impacting reality. As you think, meditate, and pray, partner with us in the spirit by envisioning great growth and expansion for AG Green Now, Revolution Inc., and Dr. AG Green. Thank you so much for watching and listening and sharing and texting. Let's co-manifest unlimited things together. Until next time.
All right, all right, all right. What a wonderful, wonderful job, as usual, that Hillary has done. We're so thankful and grateful. And I've been saying it for a couple of weeks. We've just been a little busy, but we're most definitely going to update our announcements. Come on, let's show Hillary some love in the comment section. Wonderful, wonderful, splendid job as usual. And I, from time to time, get some wonderful, wonderful powerful words of sentiment concerning Hillary and the job that she's doing. Wonderful compliments from various different sources. All right. I do have a couple of more things I want to share with you all in a moment. Okay. Let's see. We got some good stuff coming in for Hillary. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We definitely appreciate each other. And there are others I'm going to be calling on in this community in the upcoming months to make some contributions as well. You've got talent, skills, and abilities, and we want you to be able to use them in this spiritual community. Well, everybody knows it's going down. Everybody knows what's happening. The week of September the 15th, we're going to be putting most of our programming in Patreon. What you will see on social media are going to be excerpts, and I might do something once a week, maybe live, that won't be Spiritual Awakening, and it won't be Revolution Sundays, and it won't be Knowledge Revolution. It'll just be something for the general public to consume. I am incredibly, intensely interested in vibing with my tribe. That's just where I am. I'm looking for quality over quantity. This is not for everybody. But if it's for 1 million people, I want to talk to those million. If it's for 100 people, I want to talk to those 100 people. Social media is not always the best way to grow and incubate a wonderful community. And so you're going to put some skin in the game by making an investment. We'll continue to give for those. I got a group that gives offerings. I got a group that gives donations. I got a group that tithes. I thank you. We will do that inside of Patreon. And we're just going to expand our operations. We're going to expand our content in the presentation of it to you. These are the tiers right now that are available. As I've said before, I'm going to offer an additional higher tier when the time is right. But these are the things you get if you join as a luminary or as in the group of luminaries or enlightened ones. You get a deeper discount, of course, and you're going to get a free ebook if you join in enlightened ones, as well as a little bit more access to me, coaching opportunities, so forth and so on, in the enlightened ones. So then there are other forms of information that I'm going to drop on the highest tiers, that won't be for the lower tiers or even for free members. So this is where we are. And it's time, the week of September the 15th, I think that's the date I gave. As you can see on the screen, Spiritual Awakening and Revolution Sundays will be on the Patreon platform. So I want to take this time to encourage you all, if you have not been to the aggreen.com and got on the email list, please get on the email list. I am in the process of adding a text list, but to use a text service for mass texting is a little bit more complicated these days than it was in the past. You had to fill out information and you got to prove what the texts are going for. You had to send sample texts, and I just don't sometimes want to fool or deal with all of that. But we're going to graduate to a text alert. Okay. And the text alert is more instantaneous, uh, transmission of information, or more instantaneous communication than email. Some of y'all even check your emails once a month. But we're going to start with email. I already have a service in place so that when I go live and when I drop new information, in addition to what you receive on Patreon, because you should receive an email from Patreon every time there's a post, you should receive it. So I'm going to say this before I get into the discount that I'm offering. I'm going to say this. You're going to have to start treating Patreon like you treat Facebook, like you treat Instagram with our spiritual community. I want you to check it weekly, multiple times weekly. All right. Eventually, you're going to see stuff on there every single day. Eventually, we're going to do Zoom links in there where we do breakouts, or we do specific kinds of teaching on specific subjects. We're going to cover everything from meditation to chakras to conscious reality creation. Some of the subjects I'm talking about now, we'll get into an alien series eventually. Is there extraterrestrial involvement? Who are the Anunnaki that everybody's talking about? What are these other ancient technologies that believed to have existed thousands of years ago that everybody's talking about? So we're going to get into all these subjects: theology, psychology. Again, I've said it before. I want to bring in our resident therapist. I want him to prepare himself to do some teaching. He and I do some stuff together. Then I want him to do some stuff by himself. All right. So there's a myriad of things that we will do in this community. Yes, I'm going to bring in financial specialists. We'll talk about money. We'll talk about credit. I'm improving my credit score as we speak. I've trying some different things metaphysically and then naturally. All right. This is a well-rounded community. And these are the things we're going to be dealing with in Patreon. All right. That's our spiritual community. Now, listen, for those who don't have a membership, use the discount code REV50. REV50. Guess what? You'll get 50% off the first month on Patreon. RV50. See that? You put it, that's your discount code. RV50. And if you know anybody else who vibes with our tribe, okay, help them to understand using this discount code, they can get the first month 50% off. Okay. And let me say this. I've said it many times before. I'm going to say it again, and I'm not ashamed to say it. There's a text that came to my mind that the saints used to quote. 3 John verse 2, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. I'm just going to be honest. Most Christians don't even live up to what they say the text means. This community is going to live up to what I believe the text means. If you are a powerful, vibrant, dynamic spiritual being of a God class and you recognize your power, you should not be broke. I shouldn't be broke. I shouldn't be struggling. If I honestly understand and know who I am. Listen, scarcity is a choice. I'm just going to say it. Scarcity is a choice. I want you to type in the comment section, a scarcity mindset is a choice. Type that in the comment section. A scarcity mindset is a choice. It's a choice. And I'm especially talking to grown folks. I'm especially talking to people who are of a level of maturity where you now make decisions for yourself. I'm the first one who's guilty of what I just said here. For years, I didn't know that. For years, I thought my life was a result of other people's decisions, or I thought my life was based on if somebody did this for me, if somebody opened this door for me, or whatever the case. It wasn't until I got into this deeper side of this teaching, of understanding how these things work spiritually, that I started understanding this is not about an omnipotent being. This is not about an evil, sinister devil. This is about me. I have been permitted as the offspring of a powerful divine creator to think for myself, to reason for myself, to co-create and co-manifest the world I live in. And if I have chosen to accept a scarcity mindset from parents, from family, from culture, from society, that's on me. So we have been struggling because we believe a dollar is hard to come by. We believe we got to work ourselves into the ground. We define ourselves by what we do physically, because you're always hearing the work hard thing. And I'm not against the work hard thing. It's just not the only way. You always first manifest spirit as a spiritual being, spiritually and mentally, and then inspire action. Opportunities to follow through with what you've created in your heart and your mind will show up. So, yes, if you're struggling with 7-Eleven and in 1177 now, if you stay connected, you won't. You won't. Money is not evil. It is, and once again, the text, the love of money is about greed. You can love money. This is the problem we have. I'm off the beaten path. I'm not on the subject of faith, which is what I'm discussing today. This is our problem. We've got this how can I put this, love hate relationship with money, because you've heard that money, loving it was bad. You've heard that becoming rich somehow you would change. We've attached titles like filthy rich, and we're all, and people and society in general turns its nose up at the wealthy, at the rich. Many people think that the average rich person is some kind of way a little shady and a charlatan. This is how they gain their wealth and enterprise. And don't get me wrong, capitalism is a system of greed, family. It is in my opinion, a soulless, heartless system that's only driven by dollars and cents. But what I want you to learn to understand is, once you and I change our perception and perspective about money, and understand it's all right to love it, not be greedy, but it's all right to love it. It's all right to have an affinity for it, an affection for it. Maybe once we start becoming more comfortable with money and the energy of money, then the energy of money itself would become more comfortable with us. Am I making any sense to anybody? If you stay with this community, you'll be able to not just pay 777 or 1177. You'll be able to pay 777 a month if you want to. $7,777, $11,777 if you want to. Again, if you're prospering as a spiritual being, if you have awareness of the spiritual principles, the spiritual universe, how all this stuff works, I'm going to say it. You should not be living with a scarcity mindset. You should have an abundance mindset. Period. Point blank. And whatever we've got to do, because I'm in the process myself. I started a couple of years ago. I'm finally getting to a point where I am definitely more comfortable with being conscious and aware of who and what I really am as a spiritual being. Okay. You and I are conscious of whom we are aware of ourselves to be. This is what the great Neville Goddard says. And it's true. We're conscious. Okay. We're conscious of whom we are aware of ourselves to be. Meaning, whoever you believe you are, that's what you are. And if it's a part of your saga to struggle with money and have money struggle with you, that's who you are. So stay with the community. You're gonna know the creator, but you're also gonna master these other things. We're gonna learn together. We're gonna grow together. We're gonna do these things together. We're gonna share testimonies. We're gonna share tips. Am I making any sense? I want everybody on here, if they want to own a house. I want everybody on here, if they want to own cars by paying cash if you want to. I want everybody that's on here, if you want to be a great investor, a philanthropist. Are you hearing me? Billy Carson wrote a book years ago. I'm going to get it. He said, woke don't mean broke. There's a lot of folk who think being spiritual means poverty. They think being spiritual, so you got all this spiritual power. You got all this spiritual power, but you broke. That don't make sense to me anymore. And this is not some focus on prosperity. No, if I am a powerful, dynamic, spiritual being of a divine God class, I can't, I don't just have the ability to manifest a closer relationship with the creator. I don't just have the ability to discipline myself to live a wonderful, dynamic, powerful lifestyle, where I don't commit crimes and I'm able to no, I don't just do that. I'm able to master, I should be able to master this whole simulation, this whole construct, because there is a me that is above all of this, family. There is a me that is above all of this. Hear what I'm saying today. And this is not one of them communities. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not doing my job effectively if you keep hearing testimony after testimony that I'm the only one who's manifesting stuff. I'm manifesting a house. I'm manifesting cars. I done manifested love and marriage. I done manifested taking care of my people like Joseph did. I'm manifesting deals. I'm manifesting writing books, and you're doing nothing. What that's saying to me is I got to do a better job, because all the tide that flows in through me should raise all boats in this spiritual community. Now, whether you want to go up or not is up to you, but you're going to receive the information to elevate. This is what this is about: evolving, transforming, and ascending. I want you to type it in the comment section. I am intentionally evolving, transforming, and ascending. Type that in the comment section. I am intentionally evolving, transforming, and ascending. I am intentionally evolving, transforming, and ascending. Thank you for listening to my little rant as I was just talking to you about Patreon, getting ready to get into some teaching in a minute. I got my multimedia computer. I manifested it, family. Wonderful. My son came up from Georgia and brought it to me. So the streams are much better. I'm in a position to produce higher quality content. That's why you're seeing this mic in front of you, so forth and so on. And I'm happy today. I got my powerful computer. Shouldn't have those glitches and all that other kind of stuff unless it's a network thing. It won't be a computer thing. So happy. So happy. All right. Let's see here. Who typed it? I am intentionally evolving, transforming, and ascending. Come on. I want you to type the word interdependent, not codependent. Type that in the comment section. Interdependent, not codependent. Yes. See, I thought it was just me. Yes, the clarity is a whole lot different. It looks a whole lot clearer with my multimedia computer. It's a powerful machine. I'm so happy. I thought it was just me. So you can tell there's different clarity too. Wonderful. I am streaming in 1080p as well, but there shouldn't be any of that stalling stuff unless it's a Facebook or YouTube thing, because this computer is more than qualified to do all the multitasking right now necessary that I'm doing. So expect more high level quality content. Let's see here. I'm intentionally, thank you. Remember, I've said this before. We're not codependent on a spiritual being outside of ourselves. We're interdependent. I don't teach you how to be helpless. I don't teach you. You're not going to, I'm just going to be honest. You're not going to hear me sitting around talking about I'm waiting on the Lord. I've ascended above that. I've ascended above that because I recognize that Lord, the real one, the real God. And people don't understand, when you're reading the Bible, you think you're reading about one God. You're reading about more than one God that's disguised as the true God. So the true God is you think it's univocal. It's not univocal. I don't even want to get into that. You're one with God. That voice, that the power, the access that is even greater than you is a part of you. Hear what I'm saying today. And yes, there are times we need to exercise patience. But I tell people this all the time, and I need people to understand it. You've heard me say it, I'm going to continue to say it. There are people who are saying they're waiting on God to be healed, and they died. I know several like that. I know people right now talking about, I'm waiting on the Lord to open the door. I'm waiting on the Lord to fix it. No, you are one with the Lord. The Lord is one with you. You have the power to fix it. I need you to hear me. And if you understand how this thing works, then you'll recognize that once you see something by faith, I want my assistants to put up Hebrews 11:1. Once you access this thing by faith, once you create this thing by faith, the next thing you're waiting for is a strategy. And sometimes the strategy entails allowing things to unravel. It's unraveling in real time or in space time, but it's unraveling, watch this, from a fixed point where it's already done and completed. And that voice in you, that's a part of you, whether it's your higher self that's in tune with everything that's happening in the created universe, it will collaborate with you to guide you as to when you should not do a thing, and when not you should seize something. Thank you, sir. This is part 8, faith and feeling, the spiritual mechanics of creation. This is part 8. All right. You've got the power to fix it. And let me tell you something. I'm just going to be honest. These are the things that Christians renegotiate in their relationship with God. Folks are dying that they prayed and fasted for. Well, the Lord took them. Boy, that's very convenient. People are wanting stuff. They got evicted. They lost their house. Spouse ended up cheating on them. Folk almost had killed them. Well, the Lord allowed it to happen for a reason so you could be a better person. I don't believe none of that nonsense now. I just don't. It don't even add up. People renegotiate the text to fit their reality tunnel, to fit the paradigm they have been taught about this supreme being who, whenever it wants to, does stuff for you. Other folks, it just allows tragedy to happen to teach them to be better, or it allows tragedy to happen because they did something wrong, or they sinned, or there's something bad in their bloodline. Hear what I'm saying? That don't make no sense to me anymore. So we got folks around here waiting on God to fix stuff that'll never get fixed because you don't understand that God is in you. The God is a part of you. The God is one with you. You are a dynamic spiritual being of a God class having a human experience, and the power is in you, and the solutions are already in you. People waiting on God to blow them up and make them big, and that'll never happen for most people. Just going to be honest. Can I keep it real here? That's all I'm going to do anyway. 11:1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Now, faith is the confidence in what we hope for and the assurance of what we do not see. Real quickly, the conventional definition of faith is allegiance to duty or person, loyalty, belief, and trust in God, complete trust. I love the Amplified Bible's version. Now, faith is the assurance, the confirmation, the title deed of the things we hope for, being the proof of things we do not see, and the conviction of the reality. Faith perceiving as real fact what is not revealed to the senses. I love the last line of that. Faith perceiving as real fact what is not revealed to the senses. I want you to type in the comment section, faith never ever relies on facts. Type that in the comment section. Faith never ever relies on facts. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling something. Faith never ever relies on facts. Never ever relies on facts. I'm waiting on it to come up on that to come up in the comment section. Faith never ever relies on facts. The next thing I want you to type in the comment section is, with faith, conditions don't matter. Type that in the comment section. With faith, conditions don't matter. With faith, conditions don't matter. Conditions don't matter. Let me see that come up in the comment section. With faith, conditions don't matter. What does that mean, family? What that means is faith, again, is exercised by you and I, who are dynamic, powerful, spiritual beings, I believe, of a God divine class, period. When we use faith for something, family, I want you to hear what I'm saying today. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Once faith is effectively deployed, effectively released to create the good or the bad, it will change the conditions in your life. I want you to understand that. Because the spiritual, again, dimension is superior to the natural. The secular world, or the metaphysical world, I should say, maybe the new age world, the occult world. And when I say occult, I don't mean evil. I mean it's just a side of spirituality that Christianity has defined as evil. But they would say the astral world and the astral plane, they're really referring to the spiritual dimension. You are superior to all this as a spiritual being. All this stuff, knock on wood, even the physical apparatus we call your body, the physical machinery, the organic machine we call the body, the real you is not, it's projecting into this body. It's superior to all this. But most people don't acknowledge that, and they don't know that. Again, because you're only aware of what you're conscious of being. So if you're conscious of being physical, if you're conscious of being a physical being, if you're conscious of being a human being, I really don't like the term human being, but I had to go with it because it's just a common term, but I don't like to say it every day. But this is how we identify our species. If you identify with being what they call a human being, who operates strictly with the brain contained in the cranium or pericranium, and all decisions must be made for it or for your life based on this linear, limited, finite experience. If that's all you define yourself as, then you have to live and play according to the laws of the natural, the laws of the physical dimension, the laws of the three-dimensional realm. You're working hard and sweating by your brows, the scripture says. That's a physical thing. That's not even a spiritual thing. If that's the only way you think is that the only way things can happen for me is that there must be a physical seed first, a physical action first, then it's going to take you longer. Then this is the paradigm, this is the reality tunnel, this is the confirmation and cognitive bias that you have, and this is why you're working 3 jobs and you still can't pay all your bills. Okay, this is why you are physically in your mind working overtime and you can't keep relationships. This is why you mad as hell. This is why things are not adding up for you. This is why you feel trapped and bound, no matter how many shananas you speak and how many fasts you go on. Because there's a part of you that is more focused and highlights the physical dimension over the spiritual. I want you to hear what I'm saying today. Faith, spiritual beings, we are all using faith, whether we know it or not. Let me put this up on the screen real quickly. This one right here. I don't know why it does that. Showed you this before. The blueprint of experience. Like a blueprint guides the construction of a building, our belief systems influence how our life unfolds. They determine what opportunities we recognize, the decisions we make, and the actions we take. So I talked to you about belief systems before. Some of y'all remember that. Okay. I want you to understand that belief systems are faith systems. Belief systems are faith systems. In other words, when we say a belief system, I'm saying something that you have faith in, and those are core beliefs. We call core beliefs And it takes your faith, watch this, let me separate it out. It takes your faith to manifest your beliefs, or it takes your faith to manifest what you believe you know philosophically about life, what you believe you know empirically about life, what you believe you know theologically and socially and monetarily about life, what you believe you know academically. There's a core belief that pushes this into the three-dimensional realm, that translates it, that manifests it into tangible, concrete, solid reality. It is literally a faith system. So you have faith in your failure. You have faith that money is scarce. You have faith that people will leave you. You have faith that people will cheat on you. You have faith that you can't trust nobody. Come on here, somebody. Or you have faith that all things work together for your good, or you have faith that things must and will work out in your favor, or you have faith to believe that the creator, source, and sustaining the whole universe is in collaboration with providing you with the best opportunities and the best life and lifestyle possible. It literally is according to your faith. This is what I want you to hear. This is what I want you to catch. And it is you as a spiritual being, not the creator, not some sinister figure they call the devil. It's you that has decided that these are the things that you have faith in. Some people have faith in the chair being pulled out from under them. It's just a matter of time. They're just enjoying a lifestyle, or it's going good. But then they look to their neighbor and say, it's just a matter of time. Something's going to happen. There's like, enjoy this while you can, because something else is getting ready to pop up. That means you have faith in a catastrophic consequence to overcome good times. Every time you have good times, you have faith that they won't last long. Hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me. I want you to understand that this cyclical pattern that people keep repeating, they keep repeating not because of outside players and outside sources, because of them as the source of their own reality in their belief system, constantly producing situations and circumstances that line up with what they believe. Our belief systems are the mental frameworks we use to interpret the world and give meaning to our experiences. These deep-seated convictions shape how we perceive, behave, and interact with our surroundings. Again, we talked about reality tunnels 3-4 weeks in a row, cognitive bias, confirmation bias, all of this, family. Your God, your conceptual framework of God, your conceptual framework of evil, it's in this faith / belief system / reality tunnel / cognitive or confirmation bias you have, and your brain alone with the reticular activating system in your brain is only going to recognize things in your life that line up with what you have faith is reality, or what you have faith in as reality. And it's going to continue to do that until you break that cycle. Lord have mercy. This is nowhere in my notes. I got to just keep flowing with it. So you're using faith right now, whether you understand it or not, as a part of your belief system to shape reality. Let me ask you this question. Have you noticed how the stuff you believe, good or bad, consistently happens in your life? I think I've asked this question before. I'm going to ask it again. Have you noticed how the stuff you really believe consistently shows up in your life? Do you realize that there are stuff you consistently believe that other folks don't consistently believe, but the things they consistently believe keep showing up in their lives too? For example, there are some folk out there that religious communities are saying you're ineligible to be blessed. They're saying to these communities, you're living a lifestyle that says you don't have the hand of God on your life. They're living a lifestyle that says, quote unquote, that they're sinners and they're out of bounds. But that person's reality that you put in this category says, no, the Creator loves me unconditionally. I have a right to be blessed and to prosper. And guess what? They're prospering, hear me, against the tenets of faith, of certain religious organizations. But this is what religious organizations will do when they see these people being blessed that are not a part of their groups and not living according to any of their rules. Number one, they don't understand these people are being blessed because they believe their faith tells them to create a life where I'm blessed, regardless of how I'm living. But the religious communities will again renegotiate their belief system and say, well, that's the Lord blessing them. He reigns on the just as well as the unjust. It is an abusive renegotiation of spiritual principles. These people are being blessed because they decided not to accept your opinion of them, to create a higher opinion of them, and to connect with whom they believe their creator, source, and sustainer is. And they're thriving regardless of what you think or say, because they don't believe what you think. They are literally manifesting their own reality. So what happens is people will get upset and say, well, see, then, but what's going to happen is that he's going to let them be blessed, but they're going to die and go to hell. That's what's going to happen. Because, see, they don't know what we know. They don't have what we have. And see, just keep watching them. They're going to fall. It's like they're sitting on the sideline hoping people fall who don't live according to their religious tenets. Oh, you just keep watching them. Keep watching them now. Something going to happen. Watch, the Lord going to bring them down. He got a way of bringing them down. Listen. Many of these people who continue to persist in the belief system, they're not coming down. They're not coming down. It's only the people who start wavering that come down. And it's not because what you believe is right. It's because they stop believing in a truth about themselves and about their relationship with everything. Doubt crept in, and then they came down. Here's what I'm saying today. Everybody right now, I don't care where you go, I don't care how many times you speak in tongues, shout and not roll on the floor, I don't care how many people criticize this message, when it's all said and done, you're still going to be living a life based on what you believe. I'm going to say it again. When it's all said and done, you're still going to be living a life based on what you believe. It's the bottom line. It's happening for everybody. That's why folk around here sexually repressed. Folks around here, some of the most depressed and discouraged people in the world are folk who go to church. Some of the most bound, incarcerated, and trapped folk in the world are the folks who go into church. And even the ones who buy into it have so many moments of depression, so many moments of discouragement, so many moments of self-defeat, so many moments of self-loathing, so many moments of self-hate because they're not perfect, because they can't live up to the tenets of faith that's taught in their religion. And they're believing in this stuff and still not happy. Y'all need to hear what I'm saying. Y'all need to hear what I'm saying. So many scandals in the church. I'm not going to get into that. The reason why there's so many scandals in the church is because you won't let people be who they need to be. Okay, I'm going to move on from that because that might just loud. Okay, let me get on. I don't want to say too much. Faith and feeling. There's a divine partnership. Let me cover that again for a few minutes. I told you faith selects the blueprint, the vision of the desired end. Feeling animates the blueprint, impressing it into the subconscious. And I explained that it's not just feeling as an emotion, but one of the most effective ways, family, to allow faith to connect you with the end result when you are envisioning it, or when you're meditating it, or when you're praying it, is to feel yourself in the situation as it's done. Am I making any sense to anybody? You seize a house by faith, then once faith shows you, or once you create the end scene where you're at the title company, or you're standing in front of the house on the first day, and you're unlocking the key to the house, or you're holding the keys up, you should literally learn how to feel the keys. You should learn how to smell, if you can, the air. Some people are not this advanced, but you should learn how to somehow, some way, put yourself in terms of feeling. What would it feel like? Ask yourself the question, what would it feel like to have the keys to a $250,000 house in my hand that I own. You train your body to go ahead in feeling. You train your subconscious to believe that you believe that you believe that you know that you know that you know, like they've done in numerous experiments to produce reality. Students practicing the piano physically, then there are other students who practice the piano mentally. They both learn the same songs at about the same rate at the end of the studies. I've talked to you about these things over and over. It's a programming of the subconscious and biology to live in the moment before it actually happens in the three-dimensional. There's a version of you that you see that already has the home. So this feeling thing goes along with faith. Not feeling that it's right, but having the feeling of being in the moment. Wow. You'll know you're not going to be in the moment, watch this, of a house closing that you desire to manifest for you and you're not happy about it. You'll know you're not feeling the moment if you're just looking blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, okay, just no. You're going to be happy for this accomplishment. If you have a disease raging in your body, and you go to the moment where the doctor's saying to you, we can't find nothing in your body, you know you're not going to be sitting on that bed or in that chair all kind of, well, yeah, thanks, doc, for telling me. No, the feeling of the moment or the feeling tone of the moment is you're thankful and grateful that it's done, that it's completed. I am actually healed. I'm actually whole. Woo, thank you, God. You're happy. You got to impress that upon that part of your being and impress that into your body. Your body, your biology always responds first after it is produced mentally. After you see it and sees it by faith, the body feels it. Allow the body to feel that joy. Allow the body to feel that excitement. Allow the body to feel that glee. Wow. Wow. Let me get on here. We talked a little bit about quantum mechanics. Do you realize that emotional energy, though difficult to measure, correlates with physiological changes? Heart rate variability, your heart rate changes. Your hormones will shift because of emotions. Neurological patterns change because of emotion. Neuroplasticity, neural pathways are formed because of emotion, because of thought and because of emotion. Dr. Bruce Lipton, who's the father of epigenetics, says your beliefs become your biology. That's exactly what I was describing to you before. When we really, really go to a moment, family, where we see faith, or we have written it by faith, we have created it by faith, that something is already done. We're happy. The body picks up on that. We are excited. The body picks up on it. And every time we revisit that scene, we're happy. We're excited. We're joyful. Because your beliefs become your biology. Lord have mercy. Here are a few pitfalls that we can experience when we're trying to exercise faith. Here are the pitfalls. Although the spiritual mechanics are simple, but living them demands vigilance. Number one, doubt. Type it in the comment section, doubt. Type that in the comment section, doubt, real quickly. Type the word doubt in the comment section. I'm try and finish up a little early. Type the word doubt in the comment section. How do I sound? Can you still hear me and see me well? Want to make sure. Type the word doubt in the comment section. I want you to understand that when we start experiencing doubt, sometimes it's because we're falling back into seeing is believing instead of believing is seeing. We're falling back into seeing and believing instead of believing is seeing. Let me put that up on the screen for you real quickly. Put that up on the screen for you and let me get my, oh God, I'd get my template back up here. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I want you to understand that you're falling back into seeing is believing. Listen to me, family. Listen to me, family. Listen to me. Thank you for the feedback on the sound. You and I have to get out of the mindset that seeing with these is reality. I'm going to say it again. We have to get out of the mindset that seeing with these is reality. It's got to change, family. It's got to change. And let me tell you what part of my challenge has been. That when I believe something internally, watch this, I'm automatically looking for it externally. And really, that's not the way to do it. The way to do it is to create it internally, see it internally, and just go back to what you're doing. And then just allow the thing that you created or allow the thing that you have given permission to manifest just happen. For example, if you're praying and meditating on somebody contacting you and you have prayed and in your imagination or in your faith, you envision them texting you a message. Okay. You don't have to go to your phone after you're done and start looking. Let me see if they text me. Let me keep looking. Let me check it out and see if it. No, what you do is go back to what you were doing. So if you were eating and watching TV and then you decided to pause and take a minute or two and reach out to somebody telepathically, reach out to somebody like that, don't go to your phone. Just go back to watching TV or doing what you were doing. I guarantee you, if you did it right, the text message, the phone call, the email or whatever is going to happen. It may be a month. It may be 2 months. You're not trying to control when in that moment. Your goal is to use your faith to access power, to reach out to a person so that they can contact you. Hear what I'm saying today. Because when we get into the seeing is believing stuff, we don't believe stuff until we see it. That's not really faith. And that's not really how faith works. Believing is seeing. I want you to type it in the comment section. Faith has eyes of its own. Type that in the comment section. Faith has eyes of its own. Type that in the comment section. Faith has eyes of its own. That's right. Faith can see. Faith can see. My goodness. My goodness. I feel that one. I'm going to say it again. Faith can see. It could definitely see, family. And this is what I want you to understand, family. Again, for folks that you encounter who say, yeah, I only believe in the material things. I only believe in the facts. Listen, this is, again, the double slit experiment where we get the observer effect is science proving that when the scientists had faith, that was an intention that these subatomic particles would act a certain way. They acted a certain way while they were being observed. And when they were not being observed, they acted in the way they wanted to act. The faith in the observers determined the outcome of what the subatomic particles did. This ain't just a woo-woo stuff. This is real and scientifically confirmed that whatever your faith focuses on as an intention, family, it's going to happen. So faith does have eyes of its own. Whatever faith decides is, as long as you persist in that faith, family, again, good or bad, that thing is going to happen in a physical way. It's going to happen in a three-dimensional counterpart. The next thing is called emotional incongruence. Emotional incongruence. Type that in the comment section. Emotional incongruence. Emotional incongruence. I'm going to hang my hat on these last ones, I think. Emotional incongruence. Oh, my goodness. Emotional incongruence. Type that in the comment section. Incongruence. Emotional incongruence. INCONGRUENCE. Emotional incongruence. Now, I'm going to explain what that is. And I got one more and I'm going to be done. Thank you, sir. Emotional incongruence. What does that mean? Well, this is what emotional incongruence means. Trying to think positive while feeling fear or lack underneath. trying to think positive while feeling fear or lack underneath. Family, I've done this before. I have lived this before. You thinking positive, the bill's gonna get paid. Okay, I'm visualizing or I'm praying. Okay, I believe it's done. I'm seeing it's done. I'm feeling it's done. But then there's a part of you that's like, I'm scared if it don't. What if it don't get done? The deadline is on the 15th, and I'm praying on the 14th. What if it don't get in here by the 15th? What if it's late? What if they come and get the car? What if they put me out the house? You know, what if I can't afford the prescription? What if I can't buy the clothes? What if I can't get a ride to the job? So you have faith and to get the job interview, and now you're trying to get away to the interview, but in trying to consciously have faith, watch this, subconsciously it's incongruent because you're still struggling with fear and lack. I know there's somebody in here besides Pamela who know what I'm talking about. Thank you, thank you for keeping it real, Pamela, because I've been there before too many times. Now let me say this to you: that fear does not have to stop you if you override it. Now this is what I want to say. This is a step I want to give you that's not in this step that's listed before me about emotional incongruence, and we'll get into more next week when I get into soul mechanics, how to activate faith and feeling. You just learn to become the person in your faith who's at the interview. This is what, don't see mama and them saying they're going to take you. Don't see your boo taking off work to take you. Just see yourself. The interview is over and it went well. Be the person who's already had the interview. Faith is not going to sit around and say, can so-and-so pick them up? No, faith puts you, watch this, at the interview, concluding the interview on a high note, or finishing the interview and telling somebody, child, a girl, a bro, that interview went great. And the details work out after it's already been created. In other words, this universe and cooperative components will come in alignment to get you to the interview. I want you to hear what I'm saying today. So when I'm believing for something, I don't try and see the middle. Now, I know, again, some teachers teach you about seeing the middle. If you want to see the middle, you need to see the middle after you see the end. And I always encourage people to go to the end. Abraham went to the end, who's stacking out of the promises of God through unbelief, but was strong in the faith, giving glory to God. You know why? Because he believed what was promised. Okay? You go to the end. You don't stay in the middle. If from time to time you want to see yourself in the middle, triumphant, overcoming, fine. But what I have learned is that when I go to the end, the other things come into play, emerge to give me the strength, the energy, the empowerment, or whatever is necessary in the middle passageway to ensure that I get to the end. Oh my God, I feel that so strong. I feel that so strong for somebody. Some of y'all stuck in the middle. You got fear about the end and you're stuck in the middle. I'm going to say it again. You've got fear about the end and you're stuck in the middle. Listen, if you desire to get in school and you don't want to make a bunch of student loans and you want scholarships or you want it to be paid for, the first thing you're going to have to do is see yourself, family, in some kind of scene celebrating. It's paid for. And I didn't even have to get a loan. My tuition is paid for. My books are paid for. This is amazing. This is wonderful. This is glorious. This is great. Am I making any sense to anybody? That's where you have to go. That's where you have to go, to the end. The details are not your business. I'm going to say it again. The details are not your business. The details of the inner mechanics are not your business. It's not your business who steps out of the shadows and pays your tuition. It's not your business how many scholarships show up. It's not your business to work around in terms of the loan. What's going to happen is once you see the final result done, then what will show up in the middle are resources, people resources, whatever other resources are necessary to manifest what faith has already completed, to manifest what faith has already shown you is done. Wow, wow, wow. And the next one, which is the last one, is impatience. Impatience. I want you to type that in the comment section. Impatience. 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 Type that in the comment section, family. Impatience. And I'm going to explain that. And that's where I'm going to end it. Impatience. I want you to type that in the comment section. Impatience. These are some pitfalls on the path when faith and feeling falter. Impatience. Mm-hmm. Type that in the comment section. Impatience. And I'm going to explain to you what that means. Thank you so much. This is what impatience is about. Impatience is demanding instant external results instead of resting in the knowing. Demanding instant external results instead of resting in the knowing. I kind of just described that to you. So when you're exercising faith for something, family, stop looking to the three-dimensional realm to immediately show you the results of what you just said or saw in faith was completed. This is where the error takes place. And this is where people get discouraged because they're looking around for something that they just created and they said, well, I don't see it, so it must not be done. It must not be real. No, it is real. I've shown you time and time again in scripture. I've shown you time and time again in science of how the internal, what you imagine, what faith creates inwardly is just as real as the external. Matter of fact, it is responsible for everything you see in the physical, three-dimensional world. Impatience. Type it in the comment section if you've ever struggled with impatience before. Let me see. I have. Type in the comment section if you've been guilty of impatience before. Talk back to me. Who's been guilty of impatience before? Type that in the comment section. Who's been guilty of impatience before? Type that in the comment section. Who's been guilty of impatience before? Again, I can definitely tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I've struggled with that. Let's see. We got all these I haves coming up. Wonderful. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for your transparency. Listen, when that bill is due and you feel like, there's a negative consequence for you, let me tell you something. Impatience. Listen, there's a certain time of the month. Let me tell you, I've experienced it before for years. There's a certain time of the month you're happy. That's usually after the rent get paid for some folk. Those 20 some days, family. Oh yeah. Those 20 some days are okay, I'm doing good. But it's like when you get to that last week, some folks, like me, that last week leading up into rent, some folks get very depressed. You know why they get depressed? Impatience starts kicking in because they don't see the result. They don't see it. They don't see it manifesting. They don't see it coming to pass on their behalf. Impatience starts working in them. They say, oh, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, and I've been believing, and I've been confessing, and I've been praying, and I've been meditating, and all these other things they do. And then all of a sudden, that last week kicks in, people's hearts start beating, people get tense, folks start getting nervous, people start getting agitated. Sometimes people get depressed. I've been there before. Your mood just shifts, you down a little bit. You're fighting depression, you're fighting anxiety, you're fighting mental fatigue. Come on here, somebody. That's a moment where you're struggling with if it's really done and if it's going to be done on time. This is how you overcome these things. This is how you overcome these things. To overcome these things, you've got to, number one, return again and again to the feeling of the unfulfilled. That's number one. So you keep seeing yourself with your rent being paid. You have to return to that. being thankful, being grateful, giving praise to God, giving praise to the creator, source, and sustainer. Just knowing within yourself that this is done. Again, resist the urge to drift into the mechanics of how to drift into the particulars of who, what, when, and where makes it done. You got to resist drifting into that place. You got to resist moving into that place. Again, when you believe something is done, it don't mean you don't do anything physically after that. I always encourage people, after you see it done, know it done, feel it done, then the voice is going to speak to you within as it relates to a plan and show you where to go or what to do or who to contact. Seen it time and time again in my life. I've seen it time and time again in other people's lives. Keep returning to it being done. Keep returning to the moment where you celebrated. Ooh, another month paid again. Another month, all my bills are paid again. I'm so thankful and grateful. Another month, it's, yeah, that tuition is paid. I'm still in there. All right. Another month, I'm still on the right track for the promotion. Come on now. The next thing you have to do is practice inner stillness. Inner stillness. That means continue to maintain a level of peace inwardly. Maintain a level where you're not moved. I love the song the old folk used to sing, and I've sung it on here before. The old folks used to sing a song, I shall not be moved like a tree planted by the waters. I shall not be moved. Listen, when something is done by faith inwardly, and that's where it takes place, always inside of us. You can't move from a place. Listen. Faith and frantic don't go together. I want you to type that in the comment section. Faith and frantic don't go together. Type that in the comment section. Faith and frantic don't go together. Type that in the comment section. Faith and frantic don't go together. Faith and frantic don't go together. The next thing I want you to type in the comment section is faith and fear don't go together. Faith and fear don't go together. So faith and frantic don't go together. And faith and fear don't go together. I'm waiting on faith and fear don't go together to come up real quickly. What I mean by faith and frantic and manic, people, you're not really having faith if you're frantic. When I'm working with people like that, either as a client or as a loved one, and I see you frantic, I'm going to bring you into stillness. If you let me, I'm going to guide you into stillness, because I realize you're going to manifest more franticness and mania, because now that is the focal point. That's your belief. That's going to collapse the wave from a quantum physics standpoint. It's going to collapse the wave that's in superposition into a frantic mania type three-dimensional manifestation for you. That's not what you want. You want to come back into stillness. When you're exercising real faith, there's a peace that's associated with that. Not hyperactivity, not nervousness, but there's a peace. And listen, learn how to recapture your peace, revisiting who you and what you believe in, and who you belong to, and who and what you are, and who and what you know in terms of the power that you possess, the permission and the grace you have to use the power. Come on here, somebody. Return to that state. And then last but not least, sometimes you have to get your memory involved to remind you that you've had 100 previous situations and circumstances that you came through, that you got through, that you overcame, that miraculously shifted and worked in your favor. My. So just like faith and frantic don't go together, faith and fear don't go together. They're enemies. They're enemies. They're diametrically opposed. They're not on the same team. Again, fear is a faith in failure. Fear is a faith in losing. Fear is a faith in the worst outcome that could possibly happen. That's really what fear is. So you got to come out your fear, because fear is a master saboteur. It will literally shut down the process of faith for optimism and positivity. It's going to turn that switch off, and it's going to produce an outcome, again, based on it and based on its energy and based on its power and based on its belief in the moment that things won't work out, or that somehow, some way, the bottom would drop out, or somehow, some way, the good you've been trying to do is going to go unanswered and you're not going to get the outcome you desire. So many people start with faith, and something will pop up in their life, or a person, they'll have a conversation with a person who speaks negative, or they're looking at the three-dimensional physical realm and say, well, no money came in the mail today. Well, I didn't get no direct deposit. Well, so-and-so said, sometimes stuff catches up with you. And before you know it, they're in fear. So they switch from the path of faith that already has shown you an end where it's done, to a path of fear, which is a faith in failure that's showing you the failure. And if you stay on the failure pathway, you're going to produce an outcome of failure. My goodness. Faith and fear, family. No, they don't go together. They're diametrically opposed. All right. And I want you to get to the place. Let me get to the last one. Get to the place where you trust the unseen processes of life. The unseen processes of life could be, you could say that that's God's work. You could say that that's the universe's work. In other words, it is cooperative components in the spiritual and physical world that come into alignment with what your faith has already declared and decreed, and what your faith has already seen and created. You've got to have faith in what you cannot see. Remember, faith is the substance of things, so for the evidence of things not seen. It is the evidence of the unseen. It is the possession of the evidence of the unseen. There are some things that are happening in the unseen that's not my business. It's not your business. You have to trust in the unseen. You have to trust in the unseen that's working on your behalf. I want you to type in the comment section, I must trust in the unseen that's working on my behalf. Type that in the comment section. I must trust in the unseen that's working on my behalf. Come on, type that in the comment section. I must trust in the unseen that's working on my behalf. Type that in the comment section. I must trust in the unseen that's working on my behalf. Type it in the comment section. I must trust in the unseen that's working on my behalf. Hey, come on now, family. Come on now. Trust. You've trusted before, family, and things worked out. And I know sometimes people are saying, I'm tired of stuff working out at the last minute. Listen. You can perfect the process where it's not the last minute, but be grateful that it happened. Isn't it amazing? I've been there before, how we can get to a place where we're tired. Watch this. This is what we're saying. I'm tired of it happening at the last minute. So what you're saying is you needed $1,000, or you needed $500, or you needed your rent, and every month is getting paid at the last minute. Essentially, what you're saying is I'm tired of my rent being paid. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's what you're saying. Although it happened at the last minute, it got paid. The first thing you ought to say is, I'm thankful that the rent got paid, and then start working within yourself to produce a different faith mindset that leads you to greater opportunities, where it's not coming at the so-called end in terms of chronology and time, in terms of what folks call a time crunch. Catch what I'm saying? Learn how to celebrate that it's done, and say within yourself, I believe that this is easily paid every month before the time. That's what you ought to shift to. But I've been there. We won now. I'm just tired of this. I just it's every time, it's every month. Listen. You're not grateful in that moment. You got provision. You're not grateful in that moment. And this is how I know that we can do better. Some of y'all been waiting all your life. Watch this. You've been waiting all your life to prosper. I'm saying waiting, and we're shifting you from waiting into actively being a co-creator in your life and in the outcomes of it. But you're saying, yeah, I've been waiting to be financially, secure. I've been waiting to have more than enough. Watch this. And then $1 million drops in your lap, or $100,000 drops in your lap. If that $100,000 drops in your lap, I hope you're not one of those people that saying it's about time because I was just so tired. No, you don't focus on the when, you focus on what. And the what is it happened, which number one is a sign that you've got power working in you that's actually working. You have a relationship with the creator source and sustainer that's actually working. So why would you focus on a tiredness of a fatigue associated with the thing that happened for you? My, somebody help me. Be grateful that it happened. We talking about what I went through 15 relationships. And it's about time I found the real one. Listen, I understand you needed to talk that jargon with people. The first thing you ought to be saying is, woo, I'm thankful. Lord knows I done had some goods. Lord knows I done had some busters and some jokers. Lord knows I done had some bozos and some imposters. You ought to be saying, woo, the real one is here and it was worth the wait. Trust in the unseen that it's working on your behalf, and learn how to celebrate when it's done within you first, and then when you see it done externally. Learn how to celebrate. Wow. Almighty, I thank you for everybody who's watching me now. Your will is done in us, with us, and through us. Thank you for the connection and connectivity to the message. It's alive and well in us. And we give you praise and glory in Yeshua's name, his power, his consciousness, his way. It is so. And so it is. I give you an opportunity to donate and give. Now, how do I sound today? Was it glitchy? Family, was it glitchy? Is it glitchy now with the music? Needs to make sure that we still doing good. Is it glitchy or is it good? It shouldn't be glitchy now. But I just want to make sure we got more computer power working now. These are the giving opportunities that you can use that's on your screen right now, $AG Green, $AG Green Enterprises. You can use a Linktree link or go to theaggreen.com to the donation page, and there are versatility, or a myriad of ways, I should say, versatile ways that you can give on that particular page. Okay, excellent. So you see the computer made a difference. No more glitching when I used the music. I had a feeling that that's what was going on. All right, wonderful, wonderful. And again, it is the last day of the month. I'll be taking donations for my birthday all the way into next month. I ain't letting y'all off the hook. Love y'all so dearly. You can use the giving opportunities at the bottom of the screen. And while people are giving right now, I want you to tell me how the message impacted you today. How did the message impact you today? Real quickly. Tell me how the message impacted you today. Real quickly, tell me how the message impacted you on today. So thankful, so grateful for all of you who are watching us right now, live and in replay. Okay, my brother say I still got some coming. Yes. See how I'm celebrating? Yes. Anybody else want to tell us how the message impacted you today? Don't be shy on this platform. We're all family over here. Tell me what you thought about the message real quickly, and I'm going to release you. with the shalom blessing. Appreciate you so much, everybody who's always supporting us. We're taking names too. We're taking names for a reason. I'll tell you why one day. Let's see. Thank you for the message. Thank you so much. This faith and feeling serious. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. See, my Christy says feeling encouraged. All right. All right. Feeling encouraged. Anybody else? Anybody else? How did the message impact you today? What did you think about the message? And I'm going to give you some tips next week. We'll get into the soul mechanics. And let me put this quote up, yes, that I left out. I'm going to put this quote up for you before we get out of here. Let's see what Miss Linda says, another great life-changing teaching. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Linda. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Let's see. I want you to remember this, and I want you to type it in the comment section because I want your brain to pick it up. Faith matures in the soil of patience. Type that in the comment section. Faith matures in the soil of patience. Type that in the comment section. Faith matures in the soil of patience. Wow. Faith matures in the soil of patience. Wow, 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 wow. Faith matures in the soil of patience. I want you to be meditating on that. Allow that to roll around in your mind. Faith matures in the soil of patience. Experience some revelry with it. Mutter it and utter it. Faith matures in the soil of patience. Woo. Yes, 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 yes. Testimonies are coming in this week for you, and you. That's right. Faith matures in the soil of patience. Love you. Shalom, shalom, peace, wholeness, and prosperity. Nothing missing, nothing broken. It is so, and so it is. Enjoy, for many of you all, what's a long weekend. Peace.